Welcome to the homestead. Well, we've been gone for a while, but we're back. And we've got tons of work to do. Right now I am standing next to our wood pile. We're getting ready to start that other cottage. And Lee's going to be doing the foundation while I'm separating the wood. It doesn't look like it's supposed to rain, and we will end up covering them up. But first I need to uncover these tarps because that's where the wood's going to be set on top of these pallets as I separate each part of the build. And so I'm going to get on that. Thanks for watching. I'm going to have to go get my gloves. Not going to work with bricks and wood without gloves. Okay, got my gloves ready to work. Seems like we've been working a lot. We're not working, we're driving. When we were at my mom's house, we worked from the time we woke up till the time we went to bed, and many times we didn't get to bed till 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Got a little bit of sleep and then started working again. So minimum 16 hours a day trying to box up that house and get things ready to sell. We did bring some stuff, but sadly enough, when the people came to the house to see about selling all the stuff, they said they wouldn't do it. So it's kind of sad. They said that it wasn't worth it. People are greedy. That's all I got to say. People are greedy. So anyhow, the stuff's all going to the local charity. It's kind of sad when your whole being is wrapped up into being given away to the goodwill. It's really sad. And you know, we couldn't take all my mom's stuff, but I sure wish I was closer, because I would have taken the stuff and I would have sold it on eBay or something instead of just give it all away. My mom had some nice things hidden. She had treasures hidden amongst you know, the average stuff. But unfortunately, nobody cares. So somebody's going to get it. Somebody's going to make money, but it isn't going to be us. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there. I got work to do. So let's get busy. Let me show you what I just found on the other end of that tarp. Okay, that's ants. Ants all the way down. I am going to have to go get some ant killer.
Oh wow, that goes way up in there.
It goes way back here. Okay, as you can see, tons and tons of ants, and they've got so much dirt right here, which, dang it, where's the dirt coming from? The ground, which means the ground's, anyhow, there's so many ants. This whole ground's infested with ants, but this is sad. Lee's going to get something because they made their way up into the second tier, up into this area right here. That, how they're all on top of each other. Okay, well, with the ants dealt with, and when I say dealt with, I mean just hidden under that tarp over there. I'm going to drop a brick on top of it right there to kind of keep them isolated so I don't get bit while I'm working. I gotta go get me a tool because I forgot to get a knife or anything to open up this pallet. So that's where I'm going next. So I'll be right back for that. Okay, this top sheet right here is totally ruined. That's what happens when you store things for more than a year. It's got, I don't know, like cheese on top of it. It's gross. Let me show you. I guess that's what happens when you don't build things when you should. I shudder to think what's wrong with the rest of this pallet. We could have wasted all our money. It seemed like a good idea at the moment to buy them when they were on sale early, but I honestly thought that we could build them quickly. I thought if the company can build one in a single day, you know, with a couple of people, then we could build one in a weekend with a couple of people. And it's taken us a long time to build these things. Of course, we had the weather that didn't cooperate, and we had things get in the way, but nevertheless, we bought these in October of 2023. No, we didn't. It was October of 2022, which means we might have screwed ourselves over. And we still have several buildings yet to go. And so I'm afraid we made a huge mistake. Nevertheless, we're going to plug on and we're going to make this thing work. May have to replace a board or two, but keep in mind we did save $1,000 per kit, which means if we have to spend $100 in replacement boards, we still got off cheaper. Okay, it looks like we got the bad ones off. Okay, take a little break while I go help Lee with doing the layout, I guess, of where the foundation's going to sit. I'll be right back. These boards all have numbers, letters, excuse me, and so I match the letters up with the letters. Some don't have them, and if they don't have them, we measure them. We get the directions, we find out how many of each board we need to have, we count them out, make sure that everything is copacetic. We measure the boards to make sure they're cut exactly how they say they're cut, because they tell us how long they're supposed to be. Sometimes they're off by a 1/4 inch, but when we know that, we know where not to put one of the short boards, or maybe one's just slightly taller. We know where not to put one of the tall boards. And in the beginning we didn't do that, and we found ourselves in trouble. Also, if a board is cocked or twisted in any manner, we know not to put that in certain places as well. So separating the boards out by their numbers or letters to start with. Over in that far side, I put all the siding and that kind of stuff. Coming one over is all of the lumber, like this, and then one more, and that is all of the plywood or press wood or whatever that is, the structure for the wood that goes for the walls, the roof, not the walls, the roof, the floor, the roof and the floor, and so that's kind of how I'm doing that. Anyway, back to my separating. Okay, Lee offered to make me a peanut butter jelly sandwich, so I'm going to go eat right now, but I've got this palette divided, and this bottom sheet, it's ruined. The top sheet was ruined. A couple pieces just under the top piece also ruined. So that's 3 5/8 sheet of this particle board. I guess it's particle board that we need to replace. Over there we laid out some things that were damp, that were siding or roof. I don't know which one it was, but we laid it over there, and it's fine. It's not swollen. It's fine, but we need it to make sure it's dry, and we'll clean all anything that's mold that is still good. We'll clean it with bleach and kill off any of the mold on any of the boards that we've seen that are turning a little black or a little white or whatever. But we'll definitely have to replace those boards. Now, those boards won't go to waste. Though we can't build a building with them, we can certainly use them in other places. We use these, we cut them up, we drive on them, we use them as something for the tires to be on so they don't sink. We can dry them out, and that one's pretty dang thick. It swelled so bad that it looks like it's an inch thick instead of 5/8, and such is a shame. But maybe this did have a really thick floor. It is a different build than what we've been doing. We need a different manufacturer, so who knows? But we'll look at that when we get to the directions. The directions were not in this palette, although we did find nails and the glass windows and vents. They were in here, and so I'm not sure how many more windows. I think there's an actual square window in this build. This one has in the roof line, it has a dormer thing that comes off, and it's got windows all the way down. It's real nice. This is one of our more expensive pieces that we bought, which is really sad. That's what the rest of them are, except for we have one more garage that we're got to put in. So anyhow, it is sad, and I really pray that nothing is wrong with the rest of them, and that when I get to the second pallet, because each unit is 2 pallets, I pray we don't lose a lot of stuff there either. It is sad, and we prematurely bought everything at once, but I honestly thought we would have all these things built within 6 months, you know. I really didn't know it was going to take us that long. But then again, I really didn't realize how many trees we had to take down and how many ants we were going to have to kill on a regular basis and how much dirt we were going to have to move to level ground and how much, you know, I just didn't think that through. And we battered back and forth, and neither of us realized how much work it was going to take before we can even put up one building. And it takes a lot of work. And we're not here all the time. I wish we were. Then we could work every day. But we're only here sometimes 2 days. Sometimes we get as many as like 3 days, like half of Friday and half of Monday and all of Saturday, Sunday. And sometimes we come up on Wednesdays, but we haven't been able to do that in quite a while. And so, you know, we homeschool the grandkid, and we have to pick up from school and band and, you know, do a bunch of run around, and we have to earn our keep at our daughter's house. We can't just, you know, loaf there. Anyway, she is a single mom and she does need help, but the kids are getting older, and each day they get a little older, and so my grandson might be driving pretty soon. He needs to take the lessons though and do the book, but he's old enough to drive. He turned 16 this last year, and so it's just a matter of time before he's driving. Once he's driving, we won't have to do all the running around. Anyhow, it's lunchtime.